Hello guys, Antoine here for Simarchitecture and welcome back to a new video. Today we're building something I've been teasing you about for a very long time. Indeed, we're building the Hamptons mansion I announced a few weeks ago on Twitter and on my community section on YouTube, and it's finally here. Actually, it took such a long time because I was very busy, and of course because this is a very large house built on a 64 by 64 lot in Brindleton Bay, and I really wanted this house to be very detailed, very realistic, so it took me quite a long time to do the house, but also the landscaping, which you will see later in the video, is very manicured, very lush. So yeah, it took me a very long time, but now I'm finally here and I'm so happy to present you this house, which is one of my favorite houses ever, I have to say. You know, I like building palaces and so on, but when I'm building something realistic somewhere where I would like to live, it's really enjoyable, and I really like this house. So as you saw on Twitter, if you're following me, and if you're not, please do, because I post a lot of stuff about the upcoming builds and yeah, other stuff, and I like to retweet some amazing creations of other Sims creators. So yes, I think you should follow me. So what I was saying, yes, as you saw on Twitter, this is a very large house. I would say actually an estate almost, because there are several parts. So there is the main house, which actually consists of two separate spaces. So there is a main section with all you need in a house, with a kitchen, 3 living rooms. Well, probably you don't need 3 living rooms, but this is a vacation home, so anyway. So there are 3 living rooms, there are 6 bedrooms, a study room, bathrooms of course, and yeah, there's a pantry with the wash machine and so on, and that's pretty much it, yes. And the second part of the main house is more like a guest house, but attached to the main house, with a separate entry hall, and there's a kitchen, it's a very small living area, a bedroom, and a bathroom. All of that in the same building, we can say. And there is also something else on the lot. There is a big garage with cars, because we finally have cars with the previous update, not the very last one, but the previous one, with all the new debug objects. So you will see there are 2 cars, and in this garage there are actually a lot of activities. I really don't know how to call that in English, but those are this kind of working station where you can work with wood and so on. So you will find this in the garage, and there's of course the swimming pool in the middle of the garden, and there is what we can call the pool house, I would say, but there's nothing to stay for the night. It consists of 2 small buildings connected with a terrace and a dining room. So in the smallest one there is an outdoor kitchen, and in the big one there is an entertainment room. Oh, it's so hard for me to say that. Entertainment room. Yes, that's it. With a big TV screen and a very warm atmosphere. I only used wood for this building, and yeah, it's a very nice place. So these are the 3 buildings of the lot. They are all connected kind of with a very beautiful garden. As you know, I don't like to throw flowers myself. I know this phrase doesn't exist in English, but this is something French, and I think it's funny to translate it. Anyway, I really love the garden. It took me a very long time, but the result is very good looking, I think, very lush, very realistic, and yeah, it's so nice. So this garden connects everything together. There is a big path leading to the garage, and also a path all around the house to go to the pool, which is a very beautiful area. The swimming pool, I think, it's kind of separated from the rest with a small foundation. Loungers, now that we have loungers since the Island Living game pack, I'm so obsessed with that, and I put loungers everywhere. And yes, I really love this area, and actually the backyard is my favorite part of the garden. I absolutely adore it. So now if I'm telling you a bit more about the inside, it was a very big house, and actually I think it took me like, yes, around 2 hours to figure out what I can do with the floor plan, and it was very complicated, but I finally found something that was working. So when you're coming, there is kind of a double entry hall with a normal entry hall connected to a small living room. There's a small bathroom, and on your left, yes, on your left, there's the main kitchen, because as you got it, there are 3 kitchens in this house. Yes, but I mean, wherever you are in the house, you can get up in the night and grab something to eat, so it's very interesting, I think. There's the main kitchen with a dining room, which is not very huge, because I think that it's a vacation home, so you're probably going to eat outside. There is a kind of living room slash music room, because there is a piano and some sofas and armchairs, but that's it actually. And on the other side of the house, there is a more formal living room with couches, sofas, fireplace, TV, everything you need. There's a very small room which I didn't know what to do with that, so I actually did a painting room, which I think is a cool idea. I like painting, and in my dream house I think I would have a painting room. And finally, there is the first bedroom, which is the only bedroom downstairs in the main part of the house, with a small bathroom, which isn't that small actually, just normal bathroom. For the whole house, I went for very soft colors, I think, very simple and elegant patterns that you probably could see in the Hamptons. I saw a lot of pictures of Hamptons mansions where only pastel colors were used or soft wooden patterns, and that was very elegant. Actually, most of the time, elegant things are the simplest. This is what I think. Less is more. Which is a total contradiction to my addiction to palaces, Baroque, and classic architecture, where more is more. But yes, I love these places, but not in terms of living, just in terms of visiting. But when I will have my own house, I think I will go for a very simple style with only soft colors and beautiful and simple patterns and materials. Anyway, if you go upstairs, there are old bedrooms, study room. They all have a different style, but somehow similar. You will see, I'm not thinking too much about it because those are basically bedrooms. There is a very large bedroom, which is the master, of course, with fireplace, living area, a sitting area, a big bed, and yes, it's just larger than all the whole houses. Some of them have a direct access to the outside with a small balcony and a lounge chair. Always a lounge chair. And there's only one kid bedroom, which is more like no, it's not a taller bedroom, it's like for a kid, which is who his. Sorry, who his. Kids are persons that are not objects. Which is who his, my god, who is between 10 and 12, I would say. So I really like this bedroom. I know I don't build a lot of children bedroom, but it was kind of fun because you can put some colors everywhere and some very funny items that you couldn't use in a normal bedroom. So yes. And actually in this house I really tried to use objects that I don't always use, so mainly from the debug, but also from packs or yeah, just objects that I don't usually use, and sometimes just very refreshing because I'm really used to some objects that I really like, and I actually use them for all my houses. And yeah, it was different. Yes, I really liked it. Um, I think I told you pretty much everything. And since the last video, which was the tea house, I don't know if you noticed it, but I actually subscribed to Epidemic Sound, which is a platform that provides many high quality songs which are very cool, royalty free, while you're still paying because you're not playing there now, royalty free. But I think they're very cool, much better quality. So tell me in the comment what you think about music. I think it's better because there's some good musics on YouTube library, but it was, yes, somehow limited, I would say. I always use the same ones, and I was kind of tired to hear the songs all the time. So yeah, I decided to pay for this platform, which I heard about for many years, and I know that most of creators are using this platform. And actually, I subscribed to it, but it's kind of free because this is all paid thanks to the money of the videos. So that's very cool. Just like my license for Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe Photoshop, which are paid thanks to YouTube and thanks to reviews, actually. So that's very, yeah, that's how it works. I mean, you make money with your videos and you can invest in some platforms and softwares that can, yeah, improve your content. So tell me what you think about this. I think it's pretty cool. But on the other end, probably my mic is not very good because most of the time I'm recording my voiceovers with my phone, which is a very good phone with a very good mic, but I sent it back to Huawei because it was not working anymore. So they lent me a very cheap mobile phone, which is very, yeah, it sucks actually. It really does. I plugged my Rode microphone to it, but which is not very amazing. So yes, for the next video you will have a better quality mic, I promise. And if it's just too annoying, just please mute my voice and put your own music. It will be better than this very weird sounding mic. Yes. What else can I tell you? I'm actually right now looking for a flat in Paris or some cities around Paris. So that's why I was very busy and couldn't find time to just sit on a chair on my desk and play The Sims. It's very stressful because everyone is looking for a flat in Paris, so when you're looking for something, it's almost always gone, sorry. So yeah, you don't have time to reply to something you see that someone already took it. Fortunately, I'm not mostly looking for a flat in Paris itself because it's very expensive, and honestly, I'm not very fond of living in Paris 24 hours a day. So I'm rather looking around Versailles, which is very close to Paris and way more enjoyable, with a lot of parks, green, and of course the Palace of Versailles, which I would be so happy to live nearby. And actually all the cities around Versailles are very good, very safe, very clean, very pleasant places to live in. So yes, I'm looking for a flat there, but it's very hard as well because many people want to live there. Because around Paris there are some cities that are absolutely awful and no one's want to live there. So yes, it's cheaper, you can have a bigger flat, but the surroundings and the environment is not enjoyable at all. So I prefer having a smaller flat and living in a nice city. yes, this is my big struggle. I mean, I found a job. I now have my master degree. I have everything, and now I need to find a flat. And after that, I'll be done. I will be good. I will have everything: a job, a flat, money, a YouTube channel. So everything is going to be fine. And I hope I will have more time for YouTube, more money to invest in a new computer, which is a project I have for this year. And yes, I hope it will be a big step forward for my channel. And yes, we'll see how it goes. I cannot promise anything, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about this second half of the year. I think I told you pretty much everything. Actually, this video is quite long, but the house is very large, so I really wanted to show you almost everything. I cut some parts of the landscaping because it took really forever. But you saw almost all the rooms except some bedrooms, which I didn't record, but you will see them as always in the end of the video in the screenshots. And yes, that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments what you think. And yes, I will see you next time. Bye.